I I was just going off of what you said earlier. You know, you had the
Sorry.
PlayStation, so it was just. I thought I would just go with the flow, and I'm sure if they last this long in the interview, they're probably like already had their comment typed out as soon as you said something, burning your own feet. So,
No.
so they're probably already had it typed out and sent already. Oh, you don't like Xbox, and then they're gonna hit this part, and they're gonna be like, how do you delete this? How do you remove this comment? But
Mom, I can't find the delete button. He's actually a good person.
But this
Okay.
is actually a really, really important topic. So you say, hey, maybe I won't be into gaming in a couple years. Talking about Twitch, we haven't gotten to that part. You are a streamer on Twitch. How'd you get into Twitch? What was the first like initial step? You know, somebody was like, "Hey, watch this," and you're like, "What the hell is this?" Or did you just see it? You went to a website and you saw it on the side. A professional streamer was there. Where did it all start? And how did you get kind of involved with Twitch in the community at least?
Two sides. One name and one game. The name, Ocelot. That's the probably the first streamer I watched on Twitch. I used to watch him for a while. At one point, I was like, starting to get bored of it. It happens. Then I didn't touch Twitch for a long time until November, December. And you're not gonna believe what game brought me to Twitch.
Is it like RuneScape?
It's close though. Close enough.
World of Warcraft?
I actually played the Pandarian patch of World of Warcraft at that point. And I was like, hey, I got decent internet now because I used to live with my parents without like zero point 0.4 upload. I can't do anything there. I can't even like used when I used to play games there, when I used to play League with my parents' home.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they tried to download their email like into the inbox, I
Mm-hmm.
started lagging. That's how bad it was. It was horrible. It was like living in a third world country with my internet. I was pissed out of my mind as soon as I was playing games and someone was starting to play a YouTube video. I had no more internet. I was gone. I had, you know, those like the in League, you know, those yellow bars you get like in this like cannot connect. Please have patience. I was like seeing those daily. I was like, damn, someone is watching YouTube again. I was so pissed. I was, I would open my door and scream up, "Mom, stop watching YouTube." My mom was like, "I'm not watching anything." Oh wait, there's a video open here. It's like this always happens. But so I moved here and I had decent internet. I think this was master internet. It's like what I was like used to.
Okay.
So I was like, I could start this streaming thing. So I started streaming World of Warcraft while I was playing with my friends, and it was pretty fun. And some guy came in and was like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" I was like, "Whoa, you coming in here to watch me play World of Warcraft? Like, what's going on here?" So I started talking to this guy, and I'm not sure who it was anymore, but it was pretty cool. So at one point, I was just playing on my own without my friends, and just someone came in and just started to have this conversation. And I just realized at that point that Twitch was something that was really community based
Mm-hmm.
and something that you connected people to other people. And I think that's what makes Twitch great right now. And well, if it like goes the same way as it is right now, going right now, it will be even better. But yeah, World of Warcraft was something that got me into Twitch even more.
It's
And
really
it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
all the die-hard WoW fans are probably like very hurt right now, but but
Yeah.
it's surprising because you watched Ocelot and then you didn't really watch anybody because you had the bad internet and you just really weren't watching it or really into it, and then you started streaming on your own. Is
Yeah.
so was Ocelot like a reason you wanted to stream? Like a lot of people watch a stream and they're like, I want to be like that person. So you streamed pretty much on your own, not knowing anybody, not watching anybody stream, and
But that basically the you could say that was like partial streaming because I streamed like once in a week, once in 2 weeks,
hmm,
once in a month. At
okay.
that point, I started streaming daily. Like at one point, I was like, all right, now I'm starting streaming daily. That was in January of 2014, the end of January, like 25th, 26th or something. I can't remember. Something with a 20. And that was after um I started watching Obazianka, one of my friends, Anna,
Hmm.
and I started watching Chana Nina, uh, also known as Nina for most people. It's easier than Shana, which is also something that's harder to pronounce for non-Dutch people because
Really?
there's a way of saying it. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna say it wrong. I think we say Shannon. That's why.
No, probably you say with a W in between, like Shauna.
I
That's when I asked like when I heard like um, natural English people trying to pronounce her name, they say Sean. No, like they say Sean and then nah.
hmm.
It's pretty weird, but yeah, basically I started watching her, and that from that point I started streaming. It was like, all right, we gotta do this. We're gonna take this ride, and we're gonna see wherever it goes,
So
and we're still in that ride.
so were they like the motivation to stream more, or just
Yeah.
you kind of really interesting?
Yeah, I was enjoying it so much at that point. I was like, all right, I want to do this. I'm enjoying this myself so much. Um, like people are entertaining me. I want to entertain other people as well. I want to
Hmm.
have fun with other people. And streaming was also something that I could combine two things that I love, just gaming itself and entertaining people, because voice acting in itself is also entertainment,
Hmm.
in my opinion.
Agreed, agreed. So I was gonna ask you, well, it doesn't seem like this is kind of the future then. I was gonna say, so now do you see Twitch as a future job, a future way of income? I know you don't have your sub button, you're not partnered yet, but if you did get partnered and Twitch was like, hey, here's your sub button, and your community kind of growed, would that interest you to keep in gaming in 5 years? Because you said in 5 years, hey, this might be it. It's time to this so-called thing called life, which I don't know what that is, but you know, you know,
What is that thing?
yeah,
How does this work?
I don't know what that is, but when I do, it sounds scary in itself. But would you consider Twitch as a potential job? Would you dedicate all to it?
If there was a possibility, and I'm saying if there was a possibility, it's kind of weird because most of those things of being able to grow to live off Twitch is in your own hands. You
Hmm.
got the own. Basically you're riding a cart with two horses in front of you. You're holding um, however you call that.
Hmm.
Stupid English words. And then in that case, you're basically controlling the horses whether you go left or right or straight on or even you go back, like whatever you like to go.
Hmm.
Um, and it's the same thing as the streaming wise. Um, if your community doesn't grow, it can be a couple things, and most of the times it's with yourself.
Okay.
There's always something like I look at myself always at a critic point. Like, what am I doing wrong? And what is something that people don't like? What do people do like? Like, why do the people stay? And why do the people go?
Hmm.
And if you want to grow a stream in a way that you can live off it, I think that's what you got to do daily. I think that's something that you got to do on a regular basis. And I think that's part of the job, and that's what makes a lot of streamers that are streaming right now, what's made them great. But then there's another factor which is breaking a lot of people right now, which is who comes first. First serves. Or first comes serves. Is that a
First come,
term?
first serve. First come, first serve. Yeah.
Thank you. Um, the people that have been streaming for about a couple of years are some of the biggest streamers. You look at Phantom Lord, he's been streaming for 4 to 5 years.
Hmm.
Um, Soda Poppin is streaming for a long while. But there are new streamers in there as well. If you look at Tim the Tap, and he's been streaming for 1.5, 2 years.
Hmm.
He's been blowing up at one point. But you just got to be lucky as well to get that. So it's a combination between luck in getting into that being able to go into that community,
Hmm.
and it's also something with yourself as a streamer to get the best out of yourself and entertainment wise, and
So
just figure out why people watch you. Like, why do they enjoy watching you? And that is something that I'm not really doing right now. I'm just opening the stream, chilling out with whoever is there, just playing some games and just enjoying myself. And I think that's some magic. And if that doesn't work, shit happens. It's my thing.
fair enough. So it's not really a job opportunity right now, and you're not really putting full effort to make it a job opportunity. So,
No.
you know, then fair enough, fair enough. Um, One thing is, you're an international streamer, so is it different for you? Is it a different aspect? Is it kind of weird for you? You know, people coming from America, and you're like, hey, it's 5 in the morning here, or whatever time it is there, and you're streaming, and then you're like, people all over the world. Is it new for you, or is it a different aspect? Do you?
It's weird sometimes. It's weird because when I'm saying I'm going to bed and I got a lot more work day, so I go to bed at like 12, and maximum at like 1 o'clock in the night. And then I say I'm going to bed, and people are like, what? It's like three in the afternoon. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that one point that was really weird. And I also watched like what I really love to watch one stream, and they're like Canadians. So I
Completely
go to
different
the
time zones.
stream. For me, it's like 2, 3 o'clock at night. And they just started streaming,
Hmm.
and there's been a lot of days where I just would hang out until they stopped streaming, which was like sometimes was 10 in the morning for me. Sometimes was like already 1 o'clock, and I was like, I gotta go to bed. It's 1 o'clock.
Oh,
'Cause, you know,
oh,
it's stuff like that that makes it weird sometimes because of different time zones. People are like,
that,
it's really confusing sometimes because you don't automatically think about it when it happens until at one point you just start realizing like, wait, it's- is it really this time for that person right now? Because you think it looks like you're in the same time zone or whatever. Like you feel like it at least. But in the meantime, it's extremely different. I'm living in Europe. I'm living in the middle of every time zone there is.
hmm.
I live like plus 1 hour from the Greenwich time, which is like the exact middle.
Okay.
So that basically means that if I would live in Japan or Australia and I would talk to a streamer that was living on the west coast of America,
Completely.
the time would almost be the same, but in a different day. How would you feel about that? Because like, if you're like from the west coast of America, it's like Thursday. It's like Thursday evening,
Hmm.
and you're talking to a guy from Australia. You're like, "Hey, dude, howdy, it's weekend." What? It's Thursday. It's like we still got a Friday to go. No, it's Friday. And you guys starting to have this weird discussion on Twitch because you both don't know if you're like where they're each other where you're from. So basically, the other guy doesn't know he's from Australia, and back and forth. So they're starting having this discussion like you're nuts. Like you sleep, you hit your head against the wall or something. It's Thursday. Now it's Friday. So I just imagine these people having the weirdest discussion ever, and it's the best thing ever. But I think that's what makes the internet great as well, because basically you're directly communicating with someone from a different continent, from the
Hmm.
other side of the world. Like right now, I'm communicating with you, and I think your difference is like 7 hours.
It is 7 hours. I think you're getting close to almost like morning time, and it's almost bedtime. Technically
Tech
speaking.
Technically speaking, and on a normal workday, I would probably like wake up like in 2 hours.
Jeez.
To be
So
real.
so ultimately, that's the beauty thing about Twitch, though. You know, it's all over the world. It doesn't matter what time zone it's in. You can always find a streamer during your time zone, or you can find streams that match your time zone one way or another. But ultimately, it was kind of weird for you. It was a weird thing that somebody that like was all across the world watching you, and you're like, I'm just in my house and it's this time and you're like a day behind me. I already lived this day. I already did this. I already went to work and you're just starting your day. What is going on? What the?
It's like playing a campaign that just came out, a new game. Like, yo, I just finished it. Oh, I finished this campaign. Oh, I'm just starting it right now. Was it good? Can we? How was what I'm gonna meet? Like, it just feels like something like that. But I love it. It's great. People, different cultures, people, different mindsets. You get to know, like, I got to know a lot of different stuff just on Twitch itself. Like, just simple things, like what do people eat in different countries?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
they read things on the internet, but you're like, is this what they're actually eating, or is it what they want to know is what they're eating? Because I think personally, if you read things off the internet, me in Holland, the Netherlands,
mhm,
uh, you probably only know the food that we have here as stroopwafels. So like waffles, the
mhm.
crunchy waffles with like syrup in between it, like
Yeah,
caramelish syrup. They're
yeah.
great. They're amazing. Every outsider that tastes them, they're like, God, this is heavens. I just watched a video recently that has that in it. It's the big Americans tasting Dutch food. It's really great. It's really great. It's like basically just candy. But we're also known, did you know, by the way, that we have a lot of different potato dishes
Really?
as like dinner stuff. And I personally love those potato dishes. And that's pure Dutch food on itself. But a lot of people don't know that because it's hard to find on the internet.
Hmm.
Um, I think that every country has that. Like, I just figured out last year that Sweden has this weird rotten fish dish.
It's
Or I'm not sure what they're doing with the fish, but they're leaving it in a can for like a year, and then they're eating it.
it's like a sardine almost.
Yeah, it's almost something like that, but it's gross. It smells
Wait, so
really
you've
bad.
tried it?
I smelled it.
You smelled it, but you didn't eat it.
Yeah, but no, I was like half a meter away, and I was almost like thrown up. It was the worst. It was literally the worst.
I shouldn't.
Imagine like putting how am I gonna explain this?
Dirty gym
Imagine putting in
shots.
a sandwich in a bucket with some water, leaving it there for half a year, and then they smell the bucket.
Oh God.
That is that's extremely bad. That's
Oh.
the worst.
Like, but on a more universal example, I guess, is poutine from Canada. We'll just use that one. You know, the and the French fries with the stuff on top, pretty much, and you're like, this is great. Everybody likes it, right? That's a universal one.
I thought you meant the president. I was like, are you eating presidents? Like, what?
No, no, not
Can
Putin.
I have one Putin, please? No,
No.
sorry. No, but I know what you mean, like the Putin. Are you saying Putin? I think it's something French, right?
I, I have no
That's just
idea.
me.
I think I say poutine. I don't know if
I,
that's the correct way, but
I heard it from Anna once. I'm not sure it was Putin. Because when I read the word, when something that ends with an IN, like a normal word, I always read it like French. It's like Putin, Putin, Putin.
I don't think it's French though. It might be French Canadian. I don't know where it originally originates from, but
Have to Google that once.
say fun fact of the day. Now everybody's googling it.
Yeah,
You never know.
guys, Google that. Leave a comment
Yeah.
leave a comment
There,
below and let me know if it's French Canadian or English Canadian. All right.
there
Thank
we
you. I
go.
really
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you. But I do not have any other questions for you. I do have rapid fire questions for you, but that is it for the questions. Was it tough? Do you feel like you've been hard pressed? Do
Are we done already? No. Yep. I think it's I really enjoy stuff like this. Just for the sake of having a conversation. I enjoy good conversations once in a while, and relieving my heart around RuneScape is really good for me. It's probably the best thing I've did in the past couple days.
Oh man,
Yes.
people are probably like, it's so bad. Why? RuneScape? Why? No, I understand. I have a heart for RuneScape. It really was. It does. It's part of your childhood. You just can't give away. You can't give up on that.
I secretly logged in a week ago,
Oh man,
but I've been logged back out like after half an hour because it, the game looked so weird. It was bad. They changed a lot of stuff. It was impossible.
So, are you ready for the rapid fire questions? These are the tough ones. We're quick, they're fast. Usually they're not that fast, but are you
Can I?
prepared? Are you prepared? All
I
right.
prepared nothing. I'm always ready. Ready to go.
Right, here we go. Hamburgers or hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
You hesitating. See, I don't know if you're ready. I don't know. Ice cream or cake?
Cake.
Pizza or Chinese food?
Pete. Ooh. Actually, Chinese. But
Really?
can I explain this?
Yeah, go ahead. Usually
I
what
can
happens
explain this by showing you actually. Um,
is, is that the only reason?
that's my favorite food. Like there's a store here that sells that food. Basically, in its bag. Like half of it is filled with rice. But it's like not the normal rice. It's like a little bit spicy stuff
Hmm.
with chicken curry, and I fucking love it. It's the best thing ever. I even eat it with chopsticks. I never eat with chopsticks. I
So,
started eating that with chopsticks because, like, all right, this is Chinese food. I have to eat it with chopsticks. So, Chinese food.
fair
Normally,
enough.
normally people are gonna flame me. Go, pizza is the best. Your stream tag says pizza at bottom. That's because it's easy to get. You put it in your oven, you just get it out of your oven and done. This thing I have to go to the store for to get it. That's how bad I want it. Just because I have to go to the store and I have to walk like 10 minutes to get it. So,
Hey, sure.
dedication
They're
to the
both.
Chinese food.
Hey, it's a difficult question. Difficult question. Pirates or ninjas?
Sorry?
Pirates or
What was the
ninjas?
first? Pirates, ninjas.
Ninjas.
Cool.
Well, this was an easy one. World of Warcraft or RuneScape?
Wow. RuneScape.
Good, good. And anime or cartoons?
Animes.
Anime. No internet or no cell phone?
No cell phones.
No cell phone. Harry Potter or Lords of the Rings?
Tip and Lord of the Rings.
Soda
What's
or wait, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like like the one before that as well. You said it and I thought about it. I was like, I kind of forgot which it was. Like I have a very short-term memory sometimes.
The internet or no cell phone?
Yes, for that reason. If there was no internet, it would mean that you have no internet on your phone. So your phone would only be able to use it for calling and texting, and it would cost money.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the internet itself would be better to have than a cell phone.
Hmm. All right. All right. Soda or pop? Pretty much which one do you call it, I guess.
Soda or pop? I'm not sure what pop is.
So you call it soda.
I have no answer for that. I would say G Fuel.
Okay. So you don't drink soda at all, then?
Hardly any. Like I used to drink a lot of soda, but I
Mm-hmm.
stopped doing that. Because I realized how much sugar wasn't there, like was in one bottle. I
Okay.
still sometimes do it, but most of the times I just drink G Fuel or I drink water or beer.
Fair
And
enough.
beer is just in the evening, the occasion when I feel like it. It's not like I drink beer every day, every night. It's not. I'm not an alcoholic. Don't worry. I don't need an intervention. I just sometimes like enjoy my
Uh,
casual
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars
iPhone or Android?
Android.
Oh, dang, rough, rough. CS:GO or Call of Duty?
CS:GO. The way it is right now. If
Man,
Call of Duty goes back to the old Call of Duty, be a tough call.
man, I see. All right, well, that is all the rapid fire questions I have. I'm gonna leave the floor to you now. You can shout out anything you want, any thank yous, all that jazz. I'll leave it to you, and then we'll wrap it up from there.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone that has always been supporting me. Um, I don't want to miss any names, But I definitely want to thank my special Twitch friends, which some of them are Obizianka,
Mm.
Shananina, Caressa is a great supporter of me. She's in my heart right now. She's not doing very good right now at home. Something some stuff happened, and I want to know of her that I'll always be there for her when she needs me. Nina always great. We're going to DreamHack in a month. That's gonna be amazing. And everyone that supports the channel, I don't like. It's impossible to call out a whole list of names. I will be coming up with like an extra hour of this episode. I don't think that anyone wants to watch that, but um, everyone that tunes in, even if it's once a day, once a week, once a month, even if you only tuned in one, thank you. I
Mm.
appreciate it, and I hope you tune in more.
All right. Well, thank you again, Kevin. I appreciate
Yeah,
it. It was
thank you.
fun. I learned a lot of stuff, all kinds of things. One day I'll practice my Danish and I'll say your name correctly. Uh, I know you're giving it like,
Danish.
oh, okay. uh,
I might have a little bit of a Scandinavian look, but it's not Danish.
it's not really
It's not. It's Dutch.
Dutch. Why did I say Danish? Oh God.
I can
It's
see how you mix that up, but
oh God. Why
it's
did I?
not the thing, Tony. It's not the
Oh,
thing.
practice my Dutch then. Why would I practice my Danish? See, then I would really not pronounce it right. Dutch. Got it. Would
You will be speaking Danish, and I'll be like, what?
hey, maybe it'll
What are
help me
you
out.
saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, Dutch is a great language. It's very hard though, but you will know how to speak my like to say my name. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
6 months. Don't hold me to it though, because I probably will still chop it up, mess it up.
You'll probably still be stuck at how to say tree though. So,
Pretty
boom,
much. Mhm.
boom is tree in Dutch.
Boom.
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 No, serious. There you go. So it's your first word.
There you go.
Boom. It's
And now I
tree.
know how to say tree. One step at a time.
It's very useful in daily life. Like, where's the tree?
Where's the tree? I don't think anybody says. Do you? Do people actually say that?
No.
Oh, see, I'd be walking around in Amsterdam. Where's the tree? Where's the tree? And then
I think people just think
uh,
yeah, we went to a coffee shop and you had a great time. That's that's all.
ay, ay, ay. But thank you again. I appreciate it, Kevin.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
It was fun being here. Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime. And we'll see you next time you stream. All right. Bye,
Peace.
guys.